So after an emphatic win where India went on to beat, rather thrash Afghanistan, India next face Bangladesh, who are actually coming into this clash after being shot down, I would say, by Australia. I have Shalini right next to me. I also have Siddhant who joins us from his home because it's his off, but he still managed to come on the show. That's how dedicated we are, you know. But yeah, so since Shalini is right here, let's start with her. Shalini, India has already won one match, uh, one more win, and you would say that one foot is right inside that semi-final, right? So how important is that clash against Bangladesh?
It is extremely important. I think that at Bangladesh, that if not, India is going to win in this match as well. It will be a cakewalk, I'm sure. But
Cakewalk.
yes,
Like, it's
because
not like she's not even thinking ki it's going to be a win or not. She's just like it's going to be a cakewalk. Lo, bhai.
it is
Cakewalk.
going to be a
Declared.
cakewalk, definitely. And because after this, as India faces Australia, and I really wish India wins that also. But just to get away with the jinx, is even if India loses that, and at least they are already into the semi-finals. So it won't really cost India a lot, but so therefore, so that India can thrash whichever team in, it is facing in semis and finals, and brings back the cup up. So that is what I think. I think this match is extremely crucial.
It is actually Vertes brings back the cup that will happen after 2007. That's how long it has been that India has got their hands on that T20 World Cup trophy, right? Siddhant, but just looking at the way Bangladesh's campaign has been going so far, they also were thrashed by Australia just today, I would say, and in a day's time they face India. What would be their morale?
Well, morale, I think they know they'll start the game as the underdogs. There's no doubt about it. India for sure are favorites. You can't discount the fact that India won comprehensively against Afghanistan and Bangladesh the way they lost against Australia. You know, David Warner once again playing a World
Yeah.
Cup. Even though he's getting old, the guy is still scoring so many runs. And today again, that start the two openers gave, David Warner and Travis Head, I think that set the tone for Australia and Bangladesh. You know, even though their bowlers have been very economical in this World Cup, today they just weren't good enough. Also, the score, 140 in Antigua just wasn't going to be good enough. I think you have to say that India will definitely start as favorites. Very little doubt about it. And love Shalini, as she was saying, it's going to be a cakewalk. I have to agree with this. Afghanistan, I still expected some fight from them. But this game, as she would say, it's going to be a thrashing for Bangladesh, perhaps.
So as Siddhant rightly cited there, that it's the batting that is a worry for Bangladesh. Shalini, just before the show, we were discussing the fact that how Bangladesh bowlers are still somewhat doing their job, but the batters are the ones that are letting them down. Do you actually feel that that's correct to say?
Absolutely. I think the openers like Liton Das has not really performed that well, which is expected out of him. So therefore, I think if the openers and they don't actually pull out a very good show, though I'm still saying that even the Indian openers have not yet done a very good job either. But and they definitely will. Fingers crossed. But Bangladesh, the batting order has not really performed very well. Against the match against Australia. We have all seen that. And so, therefore, I think they need to score some real good runs. And now we don't really
Right.
have this argument that the pitch is not good enough. Have to score runs. And so, therefore, I think they should deliver.
She's actually right to say that there's no argument about the pitch now. They have to just score. And just also the fact, Siddhant, since she has brought up this point about Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, don't you feel that that's completely my personal view? And we'll surely take your view as well on this. Do you feel that there's actually an option here for India to probably bring in a Yashasvi Jaiswal? It's the right time to bring him in, and if probably Virat goes at number three and Pant or whoever comes in at number four, because you can actually drop Shivam Dubey. I mean, it's just a thought, because I remember Rohit Sharma saying in one of those interviews where he said that only the opener slot is actually fixed in this Indian team, and all other slots are open. But I think it should be the other way around, actually, right? Because openers are the ones who actually aren't scoring any runs. So those are the two slots which can actually be changed.
Well, love, I think you will have to keep that as a thought only, because I really don't think there's going to be any change in that lineup. Because Virat Kohli, I don't see India, asking him to bat at number three anymore. They've thought about him as an opener, and I think they'll continue with that philosophy, even if they lose a game also. So I think Virat Kohli will open. The only guy I probably would have dropped from this side for his batting is Rohit Sharma. But unfortunately or fortunately for Indian fans, I don't know how to call it. But yeah, you can't drop your captain, right? So definitely there'll be no place for Yashasvi Jaiswal. And even though if you look at Shivam Dube, the only time I look at Shivam Dube being dropped is if Rinku Singh is available to them. And he's part of the reserves, but he's not part of the main squad yet. You have to have an injury for Rinku to come in. So I really don't think
Shalini would
Yashasvi Jaiswal.
probably want someone to get injured for Rinku Singh to come in, right?
No, but
Yeah,
Shalini, what I want
Shalini was
right
like, okay,
now
come on.
is I want to just give a huge shout out to Siddhant, because he really fought for Kuldeep to be included in the squad.
And I didn't fight for Kuldeep.
You only fight with me. So,
You only fight with her.
and he got 2 wickets in the match against Afghanistan, and I wanted to tell him on that very day, but unfortunately I couldn't. But Siddhant, huge shout out to you.
Okay, Siddhant was waiting for that. Now his कहते हैं ना, जिंदगी तृप्त हो गई Siddhant की. He actually needed that shout out.
I understood
Siddhant, now
the
please,
sarcasm, by the way.
Siddhant,
Anyway.
please continue
I'm
with
not
what
sure whether you guys
saying.
can see me. There's just like because of the weather in Delhi, there's been a power cut at my place. कहीं पानी नहीं आ रहा है, यहाँ बिजली नहीं आ रही है. Oh, it's back. The
It's back.
electricity is back. So
So
yeah,
Siddhant,
now you can.
you please continue with what you were saying about Virat and that opening slot before she abruptly cut you.
No.
What was me who
Thank you,
cut you,
Shalini,
right?
by the way. Thank you so much for saying all those nice words that I was
You're
fighting for Kuldeep
welcome.
Yadav. क्या कहते हैं, भगवान ने मेरी सुन ली and Kuldeep को
हाँ जी,
खिला दिया.
बिल्कुल
But
सुन
but
ली.
I have to also say and give credit to Love also that both of us were asking for Kuldeep Yadav to play. Well, let's face
See,
it, Kuldeep.
I told you.
See,
But you fought for
Kuldeep.
him. And this one only fights with me. So yeah.
No, but yeah, so in terms of batting order, I don't see any changes. Rohit Sharma after the game, though, had a very different comment. He said that, we'll look at the team combination, and if the team combination demands, and if the pitch and the conditions, because they are now going to be playing in Antigua next, and he said that if the conditions demand an extra pacer, so be it. So you never know who's going to drop out if they decide to include Mohammad Siraj back into the 11 again. I hope it's not Kuldeep Yadav, because I really genuinely do think he is your number two among the bowling match winners. Like after Bumrah, if I had to pick a bowler who could be a match winner for India, I think it would be Kuldeep Yadav for me. So that's why I don't want him to be dropped, even if India is playing on a green top. I also wanted to add a point about Bangladesh. See, we are counting them out because of the kind of performances we have seen. But they are playing at the same venue. They lost
Right.
to Australia today, but Antigua is again going to host this game between India and Bangladesh. And I think they'll have that advantage, little bit of advantage perhaps in terms of conditions. But even then, I feel it's going to be a cakewalk for India.
You're right, actually, in a way that yes, they have seen the conditions, but I still feel that it's something that you cannot take into account that much. You were right to say that yes, it's going to be a cakewalk, but I'm not going to call it a cakewalk because I think it's the World Cup, right? And you never know
You
which
never know.
side might just surprise you. And Bangladesh would also have a point to prove, and they would, I think, come out all guns blazing, and they will try to bring out their A game. But that's not good enough for India. That's a separate debate. But yes, I think you cannot take them lightly.
Yeah, you
But
cannot.
Shalini, you were saying
You
something,
cannot.
Siddhant?
I was saying you cannot take them lightly, because let's remember the 2007 ODI World Cup, Bangladesh against us in the Caribbean, and yeah, we lost and unfortunately went out in the group stage. Shalini, I'm not sure whether you were I'm sure you were born by then,
She
but
wasn't born at that time. Nah, yeah.
Okay, let me be very, very clear. I'm not a Gen Z. I am a little older than what I look. I hope so. And
80s kid.
अपनी अपनी तारीफ कर दी इसमें भी. वाह वाह वाह
She's
वाह.
an
Well
80s
done.
kid.
no. And yeah, I was very much born. Please, Siddhant.
Yeah, Siddhant, come on. When Rohit Sharma can
I
play
was
at
joking.
36, why can't Shalini come to the show on 45?
This is why I told you, na, that this one only fights with me. He doesn't fight for anyone.
Okay, but moving on, Siddhant actually raised a very valid point here that if Mohammad Siraj comes in, it shouldn't be at the cost of Kuldeep Yadav. If not Kuldeep Yadav, Shalini, do you actually feel that the point I was raising the other day, that it's actually might be the time where you take a call on Ravindra Jadeja? So if Siraj comes in, do you feel that Ravindra Jadeja might go out?
No, love. Actually,
Then who? If not Jadeja, then who?
Then who? I think right now we should not include Miyaji. With a heavy heart, I'm just saying this. But then, and the playing 11 and who won against Afghanistan should continue to play, because I was reading an article where I just read that Akshar Patel had said in one of the interviews that this combination of the three spinners is very, very good, because there's a lot of coordination amongst the players, as there is one wrist spinner and two finger spinners, so which is obviously helping the team. As we can see, the Indian team is unbeaten until now, so therefore I think they should continue with this.
My
With this
Oh my
squad.
God.
So much
Hold
insight,
on.
so much insights into that
Show me the
answer.
papers.
My God,
Love, show
Shalini,
me
that
the
shows your
papers.
experience, and that also proves that you're actually 45.
Also,
I'm ignoring you.
Love, stop trolling her. Show me the papers. She has done so much research. I'm very proud of you,
Siddhant,
Shalini.
trust me, there are
You're
no
coming
papers here.
prepared.
There are no papers
It is
here.
all
Today.
here.
I have to applaud this. I'm very impressed, Shalini. You are
Thank you.
becoming one of us. You are clearly
One
becoming one of us.
Yeah, this one always shows me. This is not fair.
So yeah, moving on. I think what I feel about this clash is that yes, India would definitely want to have one more in the bag and almost seal that semi-final slot, because with Australia, you never know the kind of cricket they are playing. India would just want to be safe at this point, because two wins will almost guarantee a side a place in the semi-final. So I think that will be on India's mind going into that clash. And Bangladesh may have played at this ground, but then I still feel that India are coming into this clash with when they are less fatigued as compared to someone like a Bangladesh, who are literally playing two games right on consecutive days. So it might be that one game is at 6 a.m. and the other at 8 p.m. the next day. They might have some gap. But then, Siddhant, do you actually feel that fatigue plays a part here? Because what I feel is that it's just a 2020 match, right? And even if you're playing on consecutive days, it's 40 overs in 2 days.
Yeah, I don't think, I think these players are fit enough now. You look at the fitness level, probably 10, 20 years back would have looked at players and said maybe they can't, get attuned to that speed and the pace of T20 cricket because they weren't that fit, perhaps. But now with the current fitness systems in place with every country, all the players go through so many drills. They've got their yo-yo tests, whatnot. I think
Yeah.
the fitness won't be an issue. Because see, these teams are also used to playing games on consecutive days. Like for example, India next go to Zimbabwe, and when they go to Zimbabwe, you will see they are playing two games on consecutive days. Like the first and second T20 are they are playing on consecutive days on a Saturday and a Sunday, and similarly the fourth and fifth T20 international they are playing on a Saturday and a Sunday. So I really don't think it's gonna matter a lot, but they are gonna be coming thick and fast. Okay, India yes has
Yeah.
got 1 day gap, but even Afghanistan have got what 36, 38, 40 hour gap between the two games. So I think it's not going to be that bad also.
True that, true that. Shalini, any closing comments that you would want to add to this discussion?
Player
No,
to
I
watch out for. Give me a player to watch out for. I want to really know how much research Shalini has done. And the
Yeah,
viewers
Shalini,
should
let's go
know.
for
the
it. One from
only
India and one from
the
Bangladesh. Come
only
on.
player who that you can watch out for in India right now is Boom Boom Bumrah, of course. Who else?
Then again, I'll say, apart from Virat and Bumrah, now tell me a player, because everyone
You
will
didn't
pick
mention
either
this
of two.
before.
I'm mentioning it now. Pick one now.
Kuldeep Yadav.
Kuldeep Yadav. And from if you have to pick from Bangladesh, because you see Bangladesh and Bengali connect.
If you're raising the Bengal and Goti connect over here, then please don't. That is a different debate altogether. I don't want to get into
on the
Ilish
other
and Chingri.
on the other side of the border, guys. On the other side
Yeah.
of the border.
I don't want to get into the debate between Ilish and Chingri right now. But the thing is that in Bangladesh, I just hope that they play well. I am not very well aware of all the players.
Play well. Why should they play well? I mean, I want the match to get over
It
so
should
that
be
we
a
can.
fair game where we can say that yes, India
A
has
fair game.
really aced it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we'll keep it at that, and we'll surely join you on the match day like we always do after the toss, at mid innings, and also post match. I know you guys like that discussion as much as we do. Thank you so much for all your support till now. Keep supporting us. Keep liking our videos. Do subscribe to our channel, and for that, I think Shalini should make a request quickly.
Yes, please like, share, subscribe to our channel, watch the videos, tell us what you want to watch, what new things we can bring for you, and how you like our discussions. And I'm sure you love them because we are getting a very good response and hope to get better response in future. So please continue to support us.
And Siddhant, I really need that closing line from you, that trademark line.
Yes, our trademark line. So, guys, please do like, share, and subscribe. And as I always say, encourage us, don't abuse us. All right, see you guys soon.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Thank you.